Hi all, welcome back to D-Day at Tarawa. Uh, yeah, well, I suppose I'm still not sure I'm going to do anything here or not, but let's just say this would be my part 40 if it goes ahead. I did kind of conclude last night I was going to leave it, and it's just becoming too much for me. And yeah, I got up today. I knew I wasn't going to just tear it down last night. Maybe that's what I should have done. It's just mess everything up so that I don't get the chance to come back. But I've been thinking about it throughout the day and thinking that I just feel it's a bit of a shame just to stop. I mean, I'm getting destroyed, I feel, but there is still 9 or 10 turns to go though, Grant. Do you really want to put yourself through that? And I think I also commented last night that it might start making me feel a bit bitter and a bit annoyed and a bit like, you know, bad thoughts about the game, which I think I have had, but it's not because we know these are hard games, they are brutal games. This has been my worst experience on any of them, any of the playthroughs that I've done. But it just shows you sometimes that can happen with these games. There's other people out here having much better results, and I want to come back at some point and play this game. I'm going to do another playthrough of this for sure. And after I guess throughout the years, well, depending on how long I'm around for, because it's not going to be something I'm going to do regularly. But maybe a once a year, let's get DD at Tarawa back out, or let's get DD at Omaha back out. I'd love another shot at that again, but I suppose we've got Pello to deal with as well, and we should give that its place and show it off as well. Not so sure I'm looking forward to that so much, but anyway. So what are we doing? Are we going to just play on? I think like I say, I've been thinking about it today and thinking, well, why not just move on a little bit, and I might still get to a point where I just can't take it anymore and stop again. I did have a little recording a carrier battle Philippine Sea earlier on, so I thought, yeah, let's just forget about Tarawa, and then still it was on my mind, and I thought I'm going to come back. And also, there was a couple of things I wanted to mention as well, but I found I noticed another mistake. I put in the comment now. I've released the other two parts. I haven't watched them through. I just wanted to release them, just in case anybody had any thoughts on how things had finished up and whatever. And I noticed one other case where I used a support marker to remove disruption, and I shouldn't have been allowed to. The guy wasn't able to trace US communication. I can't remember where it was. I do know it is in the header of the video. I noticed it last night. I was watching a bit. Can't remember where it was, but it was another illegal removement of disruption, which would have caused more bother. So yeah, if I had been looking like being victorious in this game, I now would have felt like, well, you kind of cheated a couple of times, Graham, at least. So it's maybe not going to count. However, I don't think I've got that to worry about, the whole victorious part. Well, I know I've not got that to worry about. The other couple of things was mentioned there. I might as well just. I want to say felt like there was something else on my mind, but. One tip Martin had mentioned, and I never thought about, because I was talking about the naval barrage thing, and I was talking about you need to have an infantry unit with a radio in command of a command post, or in command in the field of fire. And it's something I never thought about, but he said you could move an infantry unit that doesn't have a radio and is not in command into a position that is then going to be in command and have the radio, and sitting in the field of fire or the position that you want to then barrage, and then you can do the barrage. I was like, yeah. Yeah, it's things like that. Yeah, I think that's what I replied to him. It's things like that. That separate the men from the boys, having ideas like that. And okay, it's maybe maybe something a lot of you would have thought about. It just like not something that crossed my mind. However, that's somehow it goes. So yeah, there's a tip. There's a tip to remember anyway, whether I will or not. Right, and then the other thing I need to bring up, and this is right. I want to say the rule is sticking in my head, 11.2, 11.23 or something, round about there. 11.2 is Japanese communication. 11.23, yeah, 2.2 and 2.3, I suppose. A viewer brought now. I want to say maybe Tracy. I know. Well, I don't know. I mean that's my wife. That's my wife's name, Tracy. So I'm not saying that. I know certain names could be different gendered and whatever throughout the world and whatever. So and I'm not saying it. It could be a lady that's commenting here as well. Like, careful, Grant. Where are you going here? Anyway, I got an actual comment on BGG as well. So I'm assuming that they have been the one that's left a comment in the YouTube video. And the comment was, and at first when I read it, I thought, no, you've got this wrong. But no, they've not. So anyway, and it might not have been the same person that's commented. It just looked like it was a similar sort. It was a similar discussion. So I was putting two and two together. So these two rules here: when tracing communication for an unoccupied Japanese position or for a position occupied by both Japanese and US units, the position's hex itself can be in US control and still be in Japanese communication if a communication path can be traced. Right, that was not quite the one I was looking for. Definitely is 11.23, and maybe there's a one after that. Or maybe it's just 11.23. Communication status of Japanese positions is established at the beginning of the Japanese fire phase and does not change throughout the phase. Okay? A position out of communication at the start of the phase remains out of communication throughout the phase, even if Japanese fire reduces or eliminates US units that were blocking communication. During a US attack or close combat, a Japanese communication status is determined at the moment of resolution. Yeah, it is all within that rule. Now just checking. There's nothing. No, there's nothing. Errata-wise. So I knew about this rule, but I haven't been thinking about it, and I did know about it, and I want to say somebody might have mentioned it throughout the playthrough here as well, whether in comment or maybe on regarding one of my questions on BGG. It was certainly talked about again, and I was kind of aware of it, but I hadn't really put too much thought into it and taken care of it because it is quite important. Position, I want to say it was E5. Is that not E5 here? No, it's E7. E5's here, isn't it? No, it's not. There? Yeah, I think it's here. Yeah, it is there, yeah. There's E5 there. So the comment, the comment in the video was regarding this, and we had, the thing was, it was a tank that was there. And what happened, let's just ignore these, let's just say these are not here, right? These 4 stacks of units. And we had, it was a one-step tank, and I think that's maybe, because at first I replied. And basically what happened was, this, was it the red position or what? No, hang on, what is that? That's yellow. I think this had fired. There was a Japanese tank there, and it was going to fire at us, and they had the A action in brown, okay? So the Japanese tank fired, it eliminated this unit, right? And then I talked about the fact that can the ambush action now happen in that hex, right? Because that unit's now not there again. And of course, I might have considered communication, and I thought, well, remember, none of these are here, right? And I thought, well, I might have considered it, and I thought, well, that's easy. This is in communication. This is in communication. I might have considered that. I'm not so sure I did, but anyway. Of course, what it says is that at the start of the Japanese fire phase, you decide everything before. If this gets eliminated, you still consider this as the state it was at the start of the Japanese fire phase. So at the start of the Japanese fire phase, well, right now, see if it was this unit here, this hex would be in communication, because it's only an engineer unit. It's only one step. It doesn't matter if it's 1 or 2 steps actually with engineers. So he does not exert control into this hex, this hex, this hex, or this hex. However, it was a 1-step tank unit that was in here, and tank units of any, if they're 1 or 2 steps, and any infantry unit that's more than 1 step controls the hexes round about adjacent to it. So at the start of the Japanese fire phase, if I had a 1-step tank in this hex, Japanese communication is not traceable to that hex because it controls all the hexes round about it. So it can't start tracing. And I thought when he sent me the comment at first, my initial thought was, yeah, well, you can still trace communication to that hex, even though there's a US unit in it. And I replied with that, and then had to edit my comment back saying, oh, I was like, and then it's when it clicked, I thought, yeah, if that would be only if it was a 1-step infantry unit or an engineer unit, Grant. Because if it's not, it's exerting control round about it, and it can then not be traced Japanese communication. So yeah, spot on. It's quite right. You're quite right. And and it was also commented on the thread that I created, deciding if an empty position, well, if a US occupied hex that then became not occupied in the Japanese fire phase could still be used by the Japanese. And yeah, there are some cases when it could, and then obviously if it needs to be traced in communication, it could, because like I say, if it was a 1-step infantry or an engineer unit that was in the hex and then got taken away, then yeah, Japanese communication is traceable to that. Remember, I'm not counting these, so however, any kind of tank or 2-step infantry unit or higher, obviously, you would not be able to do it. So it's very much right in the way that, I ignored that and I got it wrong. And it makes me think that I did get it wrong while playing, because that question was regarding me doing that, and then when I got the answer, I think I went ahead and done it because I felt like it was okay. I need to look back on where that was in the video footage. So the person that commented, if they wanted to highlight that and give me a timestamp of that, it'd be quite interesting to see, and then I could put a comment in the header, or even if they just comment in the part that I'd done it wrong, that'd be good for others to see that, because it's one of the rules. There's quite a few in this game, and there's usually a few in all these games that I play, complex war games, in particular solo war games, when you've only got yourself to tell you that you're breaking a rule. You've not got an opponent or well, I do have you guys that watch it all, fair enough, to make your comments, but when you're sitting playing it yourself, these can catch you out, these ones. There's been quite a few have caught me out in this playthrough as well, and then the support marker bit as well, that's been a bit a mess. Anyway, thanks for bringing that to attention, and well, hopefully we can, if we do play this game again, avoid all that nonsense. Right, so what are you going to do? You're in the US action phase, or are you going to carry on? Yeah, I don't know. I'll go through the motions, I think, and see. I've nothing really. I can't think what else to set up on the table just now as well. I'm sort of in limbo between ordering a new game. I thought I'd set myself between Point Blank, V for Victory, from Lock and Load, or maybe Skies. What was it? Skies over Britain. Skies above Britain. It's one of that, isn't it? But I started watching a bit of video footage of that today, and I was totally confused. I had not a clue what was going on. And Martin made a comment saying that is a very good game, so I'm assuming he's got that game. But he also knows that RAF, Mr. John Butterfield's RAF game didn't really work for me. It didn't really, it didn't. It certainly didn't get the same feeling as I do from all these games. Certainly nowhere near as brutal as what this game has anyway. But I don't know. It does get a good write up, that game, and it might just because it's based on the same subject matter, Battle of Britain stuff, 40, was it 1940 that? Well, whatever, anyway, same Battle of Britain anyway. That doesn't maybe mean to say that is what put me off. It might have just been the actual gameplay that just didn't really sit with me that well. And it's not to say it's not a good game. There's plenty of others out there who love that game, so it's each to their own sometimes, isn't there? I'm not going to criticise the game, it just didn't maybe fit for me. So yeah, but there is a concern that it might have been that it was because it was that put me off. I don't know. Maybe watch a bit more footage yet. It's for a Christmas present, so I've got a few more days before I need to make an order. Yeah. Right. Okay. Right. I'm gonna just go through some motions and see if we can. I'm gonna undisrupt all the stuff that I can see that's been horribly disrupted, and it's in a horrible place. And yeah, this was nasty, wasn't it? Was that a reinforcement? It would have been one that purple R. Yeah, a purple R. And of course we were just moving these guys up to try and do something over here. Why did I not just stick to my original plan of going that way and just seeing if we could take some of that out? Well, I don't know. These guys are disrupted as well. Now that was because they attacked this position last turn. I think the good thing was Brown did not appear on the card, so they are still... Well, they're still there, but they now need Brown not to fire again before they can do anything about it. And when I say do anything about it, I won't say this has got 2 strength, this has got 2 strength, this has got 2 strength. So good luck with that. No, they're against a 4. Yeah, I'm going to have to step in there. I would have to go in close combat, wouldn't I? And you know what? I shouldn't be hesitating about these things now. I should just be doing them. Okay, I'm not going to make crazy, stupid moves just because I know the game's lost, but, let's not overthink it. I know I've said that before. And, like I say, the mistakes that I made, this probably should be in a different situation than what it was, because this was one of the mistakes that I made. And we missed our one support marker that we were going to get because of the second event. Engineers take cover, receive and spend no support this turn. But we were only getting one from this, because this one is now sitting in field of fire and this one's sitting in field of fire. The joys. Okay, but as a reminder, although this is in this guy's field of fire, the command post, this is disrupted. So we are benefiting from, we are able to command, and we were able to move that up 1, but it's still at 3. So we have a range of 3 for that. Right, first of all, let's see, can we finish this guy off again? Yeah, well, again, there's a bit of a sour taste to this one, isn't there? Well, yeah, I brought this down. I brought this into position as well in case there was some issue with the tank, wasn't there? But we could just use the tank and this, and I think that would... Oh, that's what I was going to do, maybe. Was thinking about trying to cut off the communication here. Yeah, but doing that, Grant, you're going to have to move into intense purple. Blue does not fire into there. He does get a free action. I don't know if that's worth it or not. Well, hold on. Why can't you? I bet I can't. No, I can't. I can't move through that X. Because this is an intense yellow. I was thinking I could move the tank 1, 2 into there, and then that cuts off communication for this guy. And then we can just attack with that. That's moving into intense purple as well, mind you. So do we cut off? I mean, there's three reinforcements left, but we do have a few turns to go. So, you know, maybe it is worth taking this chance. Yo, Grant, stop overthinking. Do it. Just do it. Doesn't matter. Now we've still got a couple of 3-step units there. I think what I just said there is about it though. 3-step. No, there's one here as well. He's lasted well. That's me just jinxed him now. Right, I think I'm going to do this then. Of course, I just noticed by moving it into there, I then bring this position into play because I'm 2 X's away from it. What the heck. Right, I'm going to move that into there, and that will shut off communication. He cannot trace there because of that. He cannot trace there because of that. Right, and then we're going to attack. I need to use the attack. So this guy attacks. The hero's the mortar. We get support from the tank. That's a machine gun. We've got 7 against 4. Oh, it's not double. No, it doesn't need double, Grant. He's on his own. Doesn't need double, does it? Yeah, no, he's on his own. Attack strength greater, but not double. Japanese defeated. Right, he has no withdrawal because we've shut it off. So he is in the eliminated units box. And yeah. No, I don't want to move that into there, but we're just going to have to leave these open as well. Well, actually, we were shut off. Yeah, we've got communication shut off to these. Hurrah, so there'll be no... Right, sorry, more interruptions. Right, so done all that. Don't want to move that. That's fine. Yeah, and of course, if this guy undisrupts, what is he? Do we know? He's got a 1 CC. Yeah, well, I can't do anything about him. We've got nice 1 strength units here. Oh, see, maybe you should have moved that up to there, Grant. Yeah. And then went in next turn. That was silly. Well, you know what? I might have to bring some of this stuff back anyway. Can I go 1, 2, 3? Yeah, he's getting a free action. What's happening? What's happening here though? Oh, this has got a CC. We don't know the depth. Yeah, I think I was going to jump in here, wasn't I? Yeah, let's do that. Let's jump in on that guy. So an action there for going in, right? And then the hero goes in there as well. Now they both came from there. And we've got a CC in there, right? We need to do that at the end, don't we? Yeah, that's fine. Right, I think I really need to try and do something about this. This needs CC as well. So I actually think this has got a free action from command post. I can move him 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I was going to say I could move this in case if blue's still there, I'm not getting my support marker from that, so maybe I should move that into there, which is safe-ish. Yeah, I think I'll do that so that I'll get my support marker. And that was a free action as well. This guy, yeah. I'll just leave him here, I think. Yeah. Yeah, let's just leave him there. Right, what we got up here? Well, probably not a lot, because they were all disrupted as well. Well, you do have two actions left, Grant. The thing is I've not been able to garrison the hover. Oh yeah, this is asking for trouble too, isn't it? Well, can't we make a move on him? Well, yeah, if you want to get into the intense purple, you can, Grant. Browning and artillery. Ugh. Well, there's a tank here. Yes. Can I get something into there? You can. You wouldn't have a Browning though. That's typical. Does the tank gives the bazooka? So yeah, I need that's in a building as well. So he's getting that's the strength of 6. So unless you're bringing the Browning up, no, you know what? You're as well just leaving that, Grant. You're as well leaving it, and maybe if the heroes or a hero survives, then maybe you can look at that afterwards. But it's just tongue in cheek, really, isn't it? It's like, yeah, right, Grant. Oh, he can attempt barrage. Yeah, he barraged the last time, didn't he? We need a brown circle again. There's a few circles up there, but only one brown and not a circle. He's in the field of fire. Yeah, okay, well, we need something to do with our actions, so let's attempt barrage on the brown. So, yeah, like I say, we need a brown circle. Let me zoom out and draw a card. Come on, brown circle. No, none of the above. Oh, what, nothing. Right, I really don't see the point in moving into this. This is sitting in steady brown from this position as well now. But this is okay, it's still getting its support marker. Yeah. Yeah, I could just leave the rest, to be honest. Right, well, you got a close combat to resolve. Not doing anything else, Grant? No. No, let's just leave it at that, I think. Right, so close combat here. It's in a red position. Got a stack of stuff here. Now, this was the one the hero came from, and this was the one the other one came from. Right, I'll move them across and we'll get set up for that. Right, so here we go. Now, they weren't disrupted as well, Grant, so doesn't mean they're going to get to go first, and we don't know what the death is yet, but you can see it's got a CC on the... Well, the only good thing is it's a 1 strength, so hopefully it won't stretch to 4. So we're going to reveal things to find out first. Oh, well, that's good in a way. Well, it does mean there's a reinforcement coming somewhere. I think it's going to be quite far away from us, so... so hang on, that is going to tactically reinforce from that red position there. Sorry, not showing you that. That's where that was. So, was there not a bit that talks about it in close combat? Let me see. Maybe not. Japanese tactical reinforcements triggered by a death marker. Remove the death marker from play, draw a unit for the Japanese reserve pool and place it in the... Is it not done slightly different in close combat for some reason? Why am I forgetting that? Why am I not getting that? Was there something in the clarification in the errata maybe? Oh, a death marker revealed to be a tactical reinforcement during close combat. Yeah, it's 9.32. So this is in the errata. Oh, no, that's actually I've not got a 9.32 in the rulebook, so it must have been something that's added. A death marker revealed to be a tactical reinforcement during close combat does not contribute a card to the close combat. Place a arriving tactical reinforcement unit after resolving the combat. Right, that's kind of what I thought. Yeah, and the clarification is just to say that he's not getting a card for that. Well, that's good. I think that's good. But I mean, yeah, I mean it's going to bring a reinforcement somewhere else. However, it's gave them one less card, and well, I mean there was a possibility of being a 3 strength, which would have meant, and it's removed the death marker. So yeah, that's good. Right, so we're getting 1, 2, 3. We've got 3 steps, and the hero is 4. Now the hero's attached to this guy. So we're getting 4 cards, and let's get ours first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, which is nice. And then he's getting 1 for the unit, and then 1 for being CC. 1 for having the CC. That's all he's getting, 2. However, he is still firing first. Remember, they're not attacking. He doesn't have a depth marker. That depth marker doesn't count. So, okay, and we are attacking. The attack is occurring in a red position hex. So we just don't want to see red here, and just want to see red here. And that's fine. We're good. Well, unless any events as well. Right, so he's not disrupted, so he is going first. So no red, and he gets red. Damn. Right, so we discard a card. Well, fortunately that was not red, so that makes me feel a little bit better. Now, if I take the hit on this guy, I could sacrifice my hero. Or take the hit on this guy. Probably better, isn't it? Bazooka and Browning down to Bazooka. Yeah, let's just take the hit on that guy then. And then now we're going to just take this guy out by drawing a card with red on it. No! No, we're not. Oh, no event on any of the cards, by the way. Right, okay, so he gets to fire again. He's looking for... I can't get the card. He's looking for red. Oh, come on. We lose another card. This time it is red. We've got 1 card left. He's going to eliminate... Well... Do we let the hero go? Do we let the hero go this time? To keep the 2 units? I think we should. So we're going to sacrifice the hero to keep... We're going to take the hit on that guy, but we sacrifice the hero to keep him alive. So now he's inspired, which means he still gets a free action. He just can't use the wild card. I don't know. Does it really matter? Right, we need red here. Okay. Oh, no. You could just scrap this video, Grant. You don't need to show this to anybody. You could just start swearing right now and then just stop the video and delete it. Nobody will know. Okay, so he survives. Right, we'll deal with that in a second. He survives in here. Disrupted. The combat ended in exhaustion. And then this is the guy that was the 2-step unit. He's in here. Disrupted. We couldn't even get that. You know, I mean, that was surely there for the take. Especially when they took the tactical reinforcement as the depth marker. I mean, come on. And then the other guy is in the other hex here. Well, he's inspired still. Hero's gone. And he's disrupted as well. Right, now we need to resolve this tactical reinforcement. Now I've got that page open actually. Draw a unit from Japanese reserve pool and place it in an unoccupied inland position hex nearest to the position from which you removed the depth marker. Right, it's going to be an inland position. Right, first of all, I'm going to draw one of the units. So there's only 3. So I took my wee. Right, I've got a D6 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll roll over there somewhere. There we go. 3. So it's going to be the middle guy, yeah? Now, no, he doesn't come with depth, does he? Yeah, no, he doesn't. He doesn't. So he's just the unit by himself. So I'll take that down, and then we'll get rid of the depth marker. And then we're looking for the nearest inland position to from where it was there. It could well be there, because this is coastal. This is coastal. This is inland. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away. Yeah, isn't it? 1, 2. Actually, they're all coastal, aren't they? So yeah. Yeah, so it's going to go there. So it's kind of out of the way, I suppose. So that was a good thing. But this didn't work for us anyway, so rubbish. Right, well that's me done. So I'm just going to straighten the units up. Right, there we are. There's everybody straightened up. And we can move on to turn 22. Phase marker can slide back along to there. Not that there's much to do there. Now there is some cards this time, so actually we may be reshuffling. Ugh. It's one of the in-between ones. I'm just going to shuffle it. It does look like I would, if I was to guess, I would say this is 1 or 2 cards more. Yeah, it does look just slightly higher, so I will shuffle it. Okay, there we are. Freshly shuffled deck. About to start turn 22. And yeah, I'm just going to try and, well, maybe the next Japanese fire phase that comes along, or that in combination with 2 horrible events, and then I might just stop again. Or, as in, really stop this time. But I don't know, I suppose I'd like to play it to the end. Of course, we are very close to catastrophic loss. Like I say, this, and this. We've got 3 3-step units. And remember, the other guys don't come in until turn 28, so. And I want to say everything else is, there's 2 or 3, 4 2-step units, and then the rest are all 1s. So, yeah, there's not an awful lot. It's hopeless for sure. Yeah, I probably should. I put the videos there, released them, because I thought, yeah, I kind of want somebody to just tell me to stop, you know. That's what I was kind of looking for. And even releasing the ones last night. But then it was just last night. And I got up today, and this is still here. And I've got time to play something. If I had something else I wanted to set up, and I could set something up, but I think I'm going to have to put my head into a rule book, which I'm not really wanting to do right now. You know, I'd rather be. I would have had to pull something out on the table that I knew how to play it without really looking at the rules, and there's nothing that really grabs my attention that might be like that, you know. So right, okay, almost 40 minutes. That'll do. Yeah. So I'll come back for turn 22. Yeah, I've got a bit more time tonight, so we might do that again, and then I can end the night by saying I'm done and finish with it. We could do that again and come back tomorrow. Okay, cheers.